That's one of the great things about things like Champions of the Map is you're able to commit to just focusing on one map, and really give people a chance to be highlighted. That's not a full-on tourney.
Here we go with the sumo, though. And victory for the Cubists.
All right. It was Raider who won that one.
So if you're watching the stream, we have Honney here, we have Omnigarde, and it's me, Martin. And we are, I guess, all going to head to different areas of the map.
Yeah, let's see here. Who all do we have on iSpark? I mean, I know the Cubists. We're going to have, Raider and Aaron and last username 32. Who all do we have on iSpark?
They have one sub, which is Golden One. Their main team leader seems to be Rip. They have Crazy Taco, and who's the other guy? Heyoger.
Yeah, maybe Hager or something.
And Heyoger, yeah.
Rip. Okay.
So I don't know anything about them, but they're pumped and sarking,
That's
whatever that
awesome.
means. I don't know what sarking means. Is this how the kids talk today?
Apparently. At least I'm not the only one who felt old all of a sudden. This is a great map too. Uncivil Engineering, it can be done really quickly or it can take some time, and there can be some great lockdown points. So I'm looking forward to this game tremendously.
I'm really surprised that this has not been played more in queue fights recently, and this is kind of why we've got an unknown team here, because there haven't been any queue fights on Uncivil Engineering, which is, I don't know, a bit disappointing really. It's probably my favourite map.
Yeah, I mean, the only Q fight we've really seen was Relentless versus Asian Mofos, and Asian Mofos really pulled it out of the bag there.
Yeah, I didn't see that one actually. But that happened after this match was already in scheduling, which is why Asian Mofos are next in line, I guess.
As you can see, the game is about to start, and I love all the automated, heal everyone, strip all their things. It just is so much cleaner if you can have it done like that. You guys have done a great job with that.
Yeah. Do you know any of the commands for whizzing around?
I don't terribly remember any of them. It's been 2 months.
The most useful thing is /PI and then a player name to view their inventory, and /TP to go to where someone recently died or a recent notification. If you know those two, that's the majority of it.
Oh, okay. This is just beautiful to see all these guys just in action. I got the biggest grin on my face because I haven't seen them in a couple of months. And there they are, punching down trees.
Cubists are a well-oiled machine here. Sorry, Ami.
No, it's fine. Cubists have 3 people making or breaking wood, and looks like they're doing a boat drop.
Yeah.
Which is really
I was
curious.
Just gonna say,
Nicely done.
oh, but they made it.
Raider is down. I'm guessing they're going to do a ladder
Very
drop
nice.
as well.
That is always, the biggest, obviously the first challenge. Do you ladder? Do you boat? Boat's not an easy thing to pull off, though.
Very
Looks
little.
like iSpark's doing a boat.
Yeah, last username is dropping down with a ladder now, and he's done that safely. No deaths yet, and absolutely no arrow fire, really. Well, very little arrow fire.
Yeah, there's a couple of coming in after the fact. They're already passed, and then there's a little bit hit.
Crazy Taco is down.
There's a death.
First death for Rip. Must have missed a ladder.
The Rip missed something, yeah.
And 3-2 is down as well. So I think, is that all of Cubists, or is there one guy still up here? Yeah, Aaron is still up here, gathering wood.
Aaron's the only one I didn't see, so he's kind of running supplies right now. Let's take a look. Always
It appears
curious
as though
how they run it.
Cubists have pushed the mag button first. They must be confident that they can get supplies before iSpark can, really.
They are already shooting a lot of arrows down from the top of the pyramid here, and Hayago was just taken out by 3-2. These guys need to get to safety quickly, somehow. Someone just headed straight into first wool.
Always interesting to see who pushes the mag, and a lot of times teams just won't do it at all. So very, very curious to see them just hit it right off the bat.
2 more players are down now, so Golden One is now the only player forward of the, well, anywhere not spawn, I believe. No, Golden One and Crazy Taco.
I think Aaron just dropped one little light in this first room of first wool and then kept going. He just may be on lighting duty because he's kind of backed off, and yeah, he's running around lighting up.
Yeah.
So they haven't really made a push on first. They just put one torch down.
Yeah, Cubists do this map slow and steady these days. They do seem to spend a lot of time preparing, getting into a lockdown situation, and Laser is telling me that they just tried to do first without any gear or something, it would appear.
Oh yeah, that's painful right there.
They have broken through now.
You can do first without, like getting a bunch of equipment, but you've got to at least have, some basic gears for braking, etc.
It looks like last username is just starting to make a tunnel through the second kind of large mountain where second wool is. I am going to jump into the mumble channels and have a bit of a listen. So I'll speak to you guys in a minute.
Alright.
I've got a bed, got this and this. Alright, potions are in there as well, last if you need them. Okay. And I'm gonna go ahead.
I let one through, I'm not gonna bother. I think the other 3 are more important.
Okay, we can start shooting him when he gets
So you coming through underneath the pyramid, I guess?
Yeah. If you can kill him, I can hold him up more.
See anybody popping up yet, unless I missed them. I gotta start.
Ripcare was just shot into a wall.
I'm gonna move all these supplies.
We're right underneath you, lass.
But it seems like a pain loop just to even get past the pyramid.
Ripke was just shot into a wall by a skeleton and then suffocated in it, which was pretty unlucky, actually.
Oh no!
I didn't know that was even possible.
Shouldn't laugh. That's kind of amusing. The Cubists have a bed set up inside the mag. Excellent place for it for arrow cover. So they will have a forward place to be able to sleep. But it looks like Raider, like you said, he's really causing them some issues just getting past this initial desert and onto that pyramid. Really an interesting map the way it's set up. Like I love that there are no spawners in this first dungeon at all, and yet there's plenty to deal with.
Yeah,
and of course the longer the game goes, the more there is to deal with.
That's right. That's one of the reasons why some teams tend to rush this early on. And the same.
Well, it looks like it's 2 or 3 trying to take out Raider, but he's just really holding up.
Oh, there he goes.
There he goes.
He was in iron armor as well.
Yeah, he had a half suit, looked like. And this is their opportunity to make a big push and get past. Now, if they can do something with it, that's another question.
I'm going to go and listen in on the mumble channels for a bit longer now.
I don't see him up here.
Did they get first wool?
Yeah, they're going up the pyramid now.
It looks like they're just now lighting up first wool, though.
Let me get my armor last.
Like, it looks like they ran through without lighting it up. Alright, here they come.
Yeah, all 3 of them are down by first wool here.
Huh.
Don't let us pick up.
And they're shooting at me. This is going to be a problem.
Nope, I thought I got him. Oops.
I need some cover to get back.
Alright, I got you. As soon as I put my armor back on.
I'm shooting way behind them.
This is the channel of iSpark
now.
now.
It's Martin. It's Martin.
What? 423,456.
How'd they shoot me from there?
Oh god.
No. Oh my god! I'm speedrunning.
I just caved down.
Guys, I'm at the smiley face thing.
Good,
They sent the chest over. They sent the chest over.
What's in it?
Power 3 boat. There's a diamond block. There's a bunch of stuff. I can't
Alright,
get wood
break it
though.
all.
I can't get wood though. I'm sorry. I'm speed running.
What do you mean?
I'm speed running. I'm going
Oh, I
ahead.
couldn't
Okay,
get him.
what does wood have to do with it?
I need a crafting table.
Damn it, I can't get them. This is hard.
Cheap shot at me.
Pretty confident we can win this.
Alright, well, they're in the mag station right now, just so you know.
No, they haven't
Who's that?
gotten first wool.
No,
I
they're...
just killed a spider for them.
They sound kind of stressed, iSpark, at the moment.
This one will stress you. This one can stress you. And it looks really simple, and especially if you practice it by yourself, just trying to learn the stuff, it can be done really easy and really fast. But PvP is such an issue, as it should be in a map. But there's a lot of points that will get you.
Crazy Taco's made it back to first wool after he died from a creeper earlier on there, but Raider is making it very difficult for him to proceed from the top of the pyramid.
Looks like neither team is even really looking at second wool yet.
The Cubists have made a staircase up into the sort of centre of the mountain, and then they go through the kind of stone pillars area by the looks of it.
And like you said earlier, they're really a slow and steady team, get everything organized, very methodical, so they're not going to go forward until they're ready to go forward.
And most often than not in the recent Race for Wool metagame, I guess you could say, most teams, especially on maps like Divided Together and Outbox, decide to rush things. So it's nice to see teams like Whiskey Brigade and Cubists that really do take their time to succeed.
Absolutely, and you really see that as more of the team playing, and as the maps are developed and are more complex and more challenging, you're gonna need teams to really be coordinated and not just I'm the one PvP guy, I don't do anything else. Well, you might be asked to do something else.
Yeah, it really is all just heat of the moment kind of stuff.
Or keeping your cool in the heat of the moment kind of stuff. That makes a big difference too. If you're a well-practiced machine, you're going to be able to stop and say, okay, it's going bad. Let's rethink.
Raider is taking a few knocks here, though, in his sniping position. He's down to 1.5 hearts at this moment, but he's built a wall to protect himself, so he will heal. They are quite accurate with their shooting, iSpark, has to be said.
One thing I really like about this map is that it really is all about transportation, and Cubists are really exemplifying that here by making more than 2 ways at least to finish this tunnel area. Last username is just finishing a tunnel out the bottom that we see by most teams, and people are going over the top. And of course in other places too, such as tunneling under the pyramid or going over it. It's really all just about location and transportation in this map, and I really enjoy that.
For those of you in the stream who are who have lost it, just refresh the page. I've double checked, it is still streaming. We are good, so if you don't see it, just refresh.
It looks like iSpark are attempting to start going through the mountain now, the standard way. Rip is got no armor and is going to have to deal with a large amount of creepers in the near future. He also has to deal with Aaron, who's shooting at him from the other side. There he goes.
Looks like we have a 3-2's lava cannon for the second wool is just about to be fired. Actually, it's being fired right now. Almost a direct shot. It was a little bit early, but if he can get that lava down on second wool, then it's gonna be a tough time for iSpark.
Yep. Another tried and tested strategy now.
Oh, nice. There's some more cannon.
Has anyone from Cubists gone forward to the last wool yet?
Nope.
Doesn't look like it.
I think they're just really taking the time to set up a good shop, have great means of transportation throughout the map, over, under.
Now this mag station is an interesting thing, which is a feature of this map, which some viewers may not be aware of, perhaps, I don't know. But the team that presses the button first gets slightly less good gear than the team who chooses not to press the button. So in this case, iSpark will have the ingredients, I think, or do they actually have the potion? I'm not sure, to make a fire potion, which is very good for second wool.
Especially because there's now lava pouring all over this second wool area.
Could be important.
Yeah, probably a good thing to explain. It's kind of funny you take those things for granted, but not everybody knows that. And that is why a lot of teams won't even push it, because although they get, stuff, they don't want to give anybody else a benefit or an advantage.
Exactly.
The last username's now making an attempt on going to the third wool area. He's taking it slow and steady, but he's definitely winning the race.
I was just going to say, I see Last doing something. Now, curious to see if he actually goes for the third, or if he's just setting up a forward base to keep the others back. He's definitely equipped.
It could be possible that he's just trying to get these enchanted bows up here that he can get to people locking down iSpark.
It may have been simply a matter of lighting up the area now that it's dark.
Always very critical of that too.
Looking back on this area at the very beginning, the pyramid, and of course before and after the pyramid, seems as though iSpark just decided not to invest torches.
Definitely.
I mean,
we saw Aaron early on running around just lighting, and it is
Yeah.
very dark.
And I'm
There's
watching
only glowstone.
I'm watching Crazy Taco running first wool without any torches at all right now, and I think he may have died at least twice in here. I'm not sure. Someone's died repeatedly in here anyway, and he
That
is
will
just
not go well.
he's just pain looping it now. He's obviously got a bed very nearby.
Yeah, that's what'll happen. You will just end up pain looping because the darkness is going to just keep spawning him. You've got to light it up, clear the room, or clear a path.
Yeah, Laser does suggest a good point, which is that maybe he just doesn't want them to realise he's in there.
Which is always a great thing, but with that, a team may just decide to practice it a billion times in a practice scrim or any other such means.
But right now, Cubists are nowhere near here anyway, so he was just taken out again.
Although torches are very tight in this map, at least in the beginning, but once you get further in, you can have more. But obviously, Aaron and Cubists have proved that there are torches available. It's also very easy to lose supplies. If you grab too much, you get shot over. It is a new team. Those are simple things that people don't think of until you've got PvP and your stuff pops over the edge.
Especially on a 8-white map like this is.
They haven't
really
haven't made much use of the contents of their mag chest yet, which is weird. I mean, they've got a lot of iron there. One of them at least could be in full iron right now, but they're in no armor at all.
You think they didn't check it? They may not have even. They may have assumed it wouldn't have been pushed.
No, they realised it was pushed because they were talking about it while I was in their mumble.
Okay. Now, Aaron has made a forward push over here, but I'm not really sure if he's just making potions or what he's doing right now.
Raider seems he can find his stuff. He must have the invisible items glitch. He's running around the mag station trying to get what's on top of the mag station where he died.
Oh, that's so annoying.
Yeah, he may have seen it now. And he has it.
There we go.
And last username is making a push on second wall. Not seeing any action from Spark on second. How's the pain loop going?
Well, they are doing even worse now. I mean, they're struggling just to get around this desert area. Punching mobs with no sword, I think, just now. I'm not sure what's happening on first, though.
Even if you stop and you just desecrate your tower and make yourself a wood sword, anything is better than nothing.
Indeed.
If you if you do /TP now, it will bring you to the location where 3-2 is about to do a diagonal cannon to destroy their mag chest. I believe. Something we've seen them do before.
I never really got into the diagonals. I don't know, maybe it was just me, but I would always have them be so unpredictable. I just was never really good at getting my mark.
Yep, it's an art form.
I'm barely proficient at straightforward cannons.
Yeah, I'm lucky if I don't blow myself up usually.
I might have upon occasion, but you know, not when it mattered, I'm sure.
Unfortunately for iSpark, their bed right outside the mag station area, and another popular lockdown spot that Aaron is using here is this top of the mountain, where you can get a great height angle, and it's really just hard to overcome it, even if it's just one person PvPing.
It may be that the bed is actually the target for this cannon, perhaps. Hasn't been fired though, I'm not sure.
Well, it's interesting because they didn't tuck it in the bedrock. They didn't try to protect it at all. It's just out there on the other side. And like you say, the height advantage, that is a much easier place to hit than tucked inside the way Cubists have their bed.
Looks like we're about to see a cannon fire.
We should all not be in the same place, but I really want to see this.
I know, I was hanging around just for it.
They're pinging this.
Yeah, they want to make sure too.
Yeah, they're all sending
just in
notifications.
case you didn't know, there's a diagonal cannon coming, guys.
Boom!
Oh,
There goes the
called
bed.
Hit.
There goes
called
the
it.
bed.
Wasn't that you, Omni? Called that bed was the target. Ouch.
That was Martin. That was Martin.
Oh,
And it's
nice.
daytime. They waited for daytime, of course, so that the bed can't be replaced. And now they will all be back at the start, I guess.
Ouch. Yeah, they're stuck. Ooh. Very nice. Very nicely done.
Oh.
That's a lot of carnage. It was beautiful. Not good for Spark, but that was a beautiful hit.
I wonder if they're targeting the chest now, or maybe just making a crater.
Well, there was a lot of items on the ground, and so another hit destroys those loose items. So hurting your supply for your opponents really hurts.
Yeah. Though I don't think TNT is something there is a large amount of on this map. In fact, I don't think there's any.
Even if it was just for fun, that was a beautiful thing.
You do have to craft the TNT, don't you, I think? Well, there is some, but I think you have to craft it if you want a lot of it.
There's a supply chest with gunpowder throughout, and there's plenty of sand throughout as well.
Yeah.
Definitely. And of course, down below if you want to go for it. Now, the interesting thing, okay, people may not realize how much that hurts. Not having the bed and having to travel over that pyramid all the way from the beginning, especially if Cubists have a lockdown at the top of the mountain or at the drop, that really, really slows you down.
Last username has now completed second wool, I believe. I'll check his inventory. Yeah, he is carrying orange, and he's on his way down to the chest right down at the bottom of the world, which contains...
And no progress from either team on the first.
Lots of sand and diamond blocks, a couple of diamond blocks.
The enchanted bows from the redstone mines have been collected on Cubist's side, which is probably what Raider's using to lock down the mag area.
Aaron and Raider are heading back up to the top of the pyramid. Curious to see if they go ahead and decide to go into first, or if they're just setting for the lockdown. They're both good shots.
I guess they're going to try and spawn camp now and keep these guys back.
Of course, if you can do that from the beginning, then you control the map. It doesn't matter how long it takes you to get the goal done.
Raider has a power 3 and a punch 1. Sorry, go ahead.
First wool's been acquired by iSpark, and it's been secured.
So they did just power through in the dark.
Yep. Seems like it.
Ouch. That is a painful way to get that done, but they got it done. So both teams have a wool.
Mm-hmm. It really depends on how you prioritize the wools in this map. Most people prioritize third and second a little bit more than first, but
despite the fact that the wool counts, Despite the fact that the wool counts are equal, I would not say that this is a equally balanced match right now.
Yeah, that's always hard. And there it is. I knew it. We have Aaron in the first. Now you see what he did there. He's also not lighting. He used the creeper. He blew up there. If you hit the creeper and you back into that tunnel, you can often get the creeper to clear the room for you because you kill all the mobs. But it is risky. You've got to time it.
Yeah, definitely. And he was only in leather armor, so risky tactic there.
Definitely. Couple of Endermen in there. You don't want to make them mad.
I'm guessing 3-2 is doing something with the cannon over here. I don't know.
He's maybe collecting these diamond blocks up here.
Oh, yeah.
Raider is set up at the front of the pyramid again. Looks like he's just set to harass with the bows. We'll have to see about anybody else coming back in.
I'm gonna go listen in on the team chats real quick.
Last username is just putting orange wool in a safe place and heading back down to the mag station now.
Yeah, you can see all of the leftover cobble work with to get that wool. There's a lot of lava to deal with there. So iSpark has second and third to deal with, and Cubists have first and third. First isn't terribly difficult as long as you don't have PvP fire. So if they can hold them back, they'll be able to get third fairly easily.
But Aaron is not doing this a smart way right now. He is just pain looping it, really. And,
back in first.
Yeah, and every time he gets back here, there's been time for a whole load more mobs to spawn. So
I'm going to assume that they must be out of torches or not have torches anywhere in the near vicinity to push like that.
I guess so. I mean, they probably feel they have all the time in the world right now, which I guess is true.
Yeah, there's Aaron coming backwards over and making it again. Well, at least he's recovered his bits.
Yeah,
Imagine you can live long enough to equip everything.
I think if he can equip, he'll be fine now. Of course, this is 1.2.5, and it takes quite a while to get armor on.
Interesting. I mean, Raider's got armor. He did just drop his. Yeah, they're passing off. He dropped off a shovel. Or he's just clearing some inventory. Aaron taking shots. I'm surprised that Aaron's not putting on some of the iron to try to take out the mobs, but they're really trying to keep Raider protected for the PvP.
3-2's actually come down with some diamond blocks that may equip Aaron with for running the first wool.
He just fell out of the world.
Oh, well.
Aaron did get that shovel. He did pick up the pass, and he got a bunch of sand. He may be out of blocks, and he's just looking to try to... Blocks are really nice for the first wool here, to be able to block a mob off, keep them, you know, take them out of the foot, etc. But he didn't get a lot. Is that 3? Yeah, 3 of the 4 iSpark team are, shot right over the world of the pyramid. Are at the front of the pyramid. That's the second one, shot over the world. Aaron just ripping them up and splatted on the steps. 3 of 4. Where's the 4th?
Well, there's 3 guys right back at the start.
Yeah, those are the ones that just got taken out. Aw, you guys are good. Love.
Yeah. The 4th is Golden One, who has just been hovering in the mag station for quite some time.
And Golden One is their sub?
Yeah.
And he just may be trying to communicate and figure out what it is he's supposed to do.
They don't have bows.
If we had bows.
I guess.
Well, a lot of their bows and arrows did get splatted with that beautiful cannon. That is true. They're golden.
There's bows up here, guys. Come and get them. Power 1, punch 1, flame 1, untouched. But it's just getting to them.
Yeah, and of course, not only do you have shots from the Cubists over here, beautiful position that 3-2 is still taking, but you've got all of the mobs deciding to come say hi as soon as you get close.
Yep. And we have Raider just keeping them right back at spawn.
And even if Raider doesn't kill them from spawn when he's trying to harass them, just doing damage, just hurting them to set them up for the next guy to take them out, or a mob, or they trip and stub their toe. Right as I teleport, he suffocates in a wall.
I was just teleporting there too.
Yeah, I was just there too. He placed some sand, and I think he was on the top of a ladder, and it landed on him. So, not entirely sure why that happened, but...
Oh, that was kind of funny. I thought, okay, let's see where he's at. Oops, he's out. But I did teleport to last, and he is still forward. He's actually looking like he's moving for the third wool now. He's got his water bucket, he's dropped things down, and he is making his path across to go ahead and drop the torches and take care of third wool.
Sounds like Spark are having some connectivity problems.
Yeah, and then of course, poor Crazy Taco falling out of the world again. And every time you fall out of the world, of course, this is one of the hardest things that it was for me when I first started actually playing a race, was I would want to take everything with me I could take. And then of course you get shot off the world and everything's gone. A lot of these map supplies are tight as it is. You don't need to help. Last has 2 of the 3 redstone torches up. He's about to get third wool.
I just noticed
There's
that
last one.
3-2 is wearing a last username head on his kind of back like a cape.
It's interesting. They just had the automated message saying that the match has been going on 30 minutes, and iSpark's reaction was, "It's been that long." You know, when you're actually playing it, sometimes a very fast game seems like it's forever when it's really tight, or you know, a game can just seem like it flies. So obviously they're having a good time even with everything. It's just a matter of getting it done.
Last username is getting red now, and it's not that iSpark are a bad team, it's just that they are up against an incredibly well-practiced team on this map.
Absolutely. And you know, that's good for them though, to be able to, you know, keep going at it and to learn. That's great.
Yeah, as long as they don't get demoralized by this, I think, you know. And they shouldn't, because they're playing pretty well considering the circumstances they're in.
Yeah, absolutely. And it looks like Golden... Oh, never mind. It looks like Golden One has made some progress, and then he got taken out by the veritable army of skeletons up here. There's like 6 of the suckers hanging out.
And
he didn't stand a chance.
The Cubists have 2 wools now, and Aaron is clearly going to have no trouble with with first wool now, because he is in a diamond chest plate and has a bed and is much more geared up. So he's just going to power through and get first, I expect.
And lights, the simple torch. Honestly, to me, the torches are worth about as much as the diamond is, because you could dance with the mobs here, but you have to light it up so that you don't, you know, come back through and have a whole bunch more.
Yeah.
I have to say, really good job for iSpark to get this sucker in the total dark, because this was my dungeon when Awkward Potions did it, and I would not want to do it in the total dark, so good job for that.
Last username is having a very comical problem with mobs because he decided not to light up this top of third wool area. So he's battling mobs through water.
Oh, nasty.
And then, yeah, you want to fall and get to catch yourself, and it makes everything slow. At least there's no creepers waiting up here, only the, you know, undead. That is a comical situation.
Oh, he's right back down to the bottom because of his water flow.
Aaron just broke into the wool box at number 1, and he has done a beautiful job of leaving the creeper and the zombie behind. They're actually trapped in gold blocks. There's 3 creepers, a zombie, and a skeleton, all in a little rave party here, trapped in gold blocks at the wool room. That is not a pretty sight. Even if they're trapped, that is not a pretty sight.
Someone got a creeper disc. Sounds
yeah,
like
in practice, that was always a sign of winning.
Last username is making slow progress back up to the top of 3rd.
Well, you said it earlier. He's got all the time in the world. They really are keeping. I mean, iSpark has put a bed on the pyramid steps. The problem is, as soon as you get out of that bed when you spawn, it's right near the edge. You can be disoriented, and then you've got Raider on the other side sniping your face.
Yeah.
There is a plethora of red death messages, unfortunately.
Yeah, there are. All we have to do now is have Cubists secure it, and they've won 5 in a row. That is awesome.
And red is safe. So now we are seeing the beginning of a victory run.
Everything else seems fairly well lit. I mean, the top of 3 was not lit at all. That's obvious. But everything else, he should have no problems making his way back.
Golden One is the only one who hasn't been stuck in this spawn killing loop, because I think he managed to maintain a spawn point at the mag station throughout the game. But he's just not been able to do anything.
Hung out a little bit for it to get dark and then put it up, because the bed was not destroyed. They could have picked up the bed. You know, it was just laying there.
Oh, I think it was destroyed by the later cannons. I think it was gone. But
so they had to bring a new one in.
I guess they had another.
Of course, not that that's really a consolation, because the Golden's had his own pain loop up here facing the arrow fire and the mobs, but he has continued to push, and it's hard to continue to push when you are, you know, in the line of fire the way they are.
Right now, Aaron is back at the big drop and is placing yellow wool and more yellow wool behind the wall there.
Seems he only has yellow on him, so he must be waiting for someone else to bring him some wool.
The last username is back at the mountain. He may have handed some wool off at this point. He's only holding 1 red. There's a copy of Stal on the ground, apparently.
But look at Spark continue to push forward. It's a beautiful thing.
Well, they keep trying. This is good. They haven't resorted to derping.
Which is always tempting. You know, it is always tempting when you start feeling like the chips are down. But it looks like we are really good. And of course, you know, for those of you who may not have seen this map, and it's a pretty well-known map, so still, for those of you who haven't, your victory monument, you have to get all the way back up the drop here. So they're going to have to make their way up, whether they make more ladders or they just do pillars or stairs. They're going to have to get all the way back. And there's no shortage of yellow. Aaron definitely stood there and hit the button a few minutes.
I guess there's an exchange of wool going on here, but I'm not seeing red in anyone's hand yet. Or orange, for that matter.
Oh, I see what's going on here. They're making a TNT cannon to go up the ladder.
Oh,
Oh.
a player cannon?
Indeed, it looks like an Icarus cannon.
Oh, beautiful.
Oh, I love this team.
Lined in yellow wool.
Hey, it's golden. It is golden.
This is beautiful.
Indeed. Okay, iSpark, I know you're still making your run over there, but sorry. I want to see him launch.
But he doesn't have any wool.
Well, maybe they're just preparing it for when the other wolves get here.
Yeah,
I
where
suppose.
is Last?
I was wondering what this was. I saw Aaron setting it up, and I was like, I don't know if they're making a drawing or what.
I lost track of where the red wool was. Oh, there's actually quite a lot here in the mountain just next to where Aaron is standing. And Aaron is in possession of red and orange now, so I guess he's about to run back with it as I'm falling out of the world.
Oh, so everybody is standing back. They're going to make their shots.
So Aaron is the guy
They're
to
still
watch.
fighting it. Aaron's the one. I want to be at that team practice. Who gets to pick the... Who gets to go? You know they're all fighting over it.
I'm being threatened by if I miss the Icarus cannon launch, I will be murdered, apparently.
Yeah, I'm trying to look around, but not going too far.
I think it will be any moment now. Aaron and Raider are both running here rapidly towards the cannon. Aaron is the guy with the wool.
Oh, they could be doing a pass-off.
Raider's going up.
He's the guy in the better armor, so I'm
Yeah,
guessing.
I was just thinking, Raider's got diamond and iron. He's going to have the better chance of survival.
This is going to be the best thing ever.
If it works.
I do have some people wanting to just laugh hysterically when they, you know, smack their head on a tree or, or something goes horribly wrong and they go on an angle off the world.
He's getting a countdown.
Oh god.
That's confusing for the other team.
Oh my word! Woohoo!
Wow!
Oh baby!
That is wonderful.
Is the stream highlight, folks.
He took about 4.5 hearts of damage there as well, so not bad at all.
Oh baby, that was a beautiful thing.
And there it is.
There it is. There it is.
That was
stream
a
highlight.
Beautiful ending.
That was a beautiful ending, and there is our diamond cup.
We have to
All
get
three
there.
wolves are placed.
Here come the victors. Not hanging about. Last username hit the ground too hard. And if you fly over to the losers, you will see their amusing death.
Oh, no.
Oh yes, oh yes. The losers all in their pit. Oh, some are escaping. No escaping death. No.
We need a bigger wall.
We need a bigger wall. Exactly. Let's deal with that at the next meeting, Martin. We need a bigger wall.
Walls.
Well done, Cubists, and this is the first diamond trophy we have seen so far, which is beautiful.
She is beautiful. That is fantastic. Such a great match, and the ending could not have been better for a 5-time in a row a champion matchup here. That was gorgeous.
Let's see if we can get a representative from each team to come and join us.
Yeah, that was just fantastic. Love it. Martin, thank you so much for letting me join y'all.
Oh, it's raining. Yeah, that was awesome. Thank you so much for coming back. It's great to have you back.
Oh, so good to be streaming again. I've been setting it up throughout the week, and when we got to yesterday, I just could not. My cheeks hurt from smiling so much.
Hello.
Had a great ultra hardcore matchup, and of course the champions of the map are fantastic. Love these, and this extra little bonus victory with the trophy is always a beautiful thing to see.
It's nice.
So I'm gonna move one person from each team in here, if that's alright with you guys.
Thanks, Adolf.
Absolutely.
Alright.
Well,
Hey guys.
hey.
So we have Rip and Aaron in the channel with us here. That cannon at the end.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just glorious. Absolutely glorious, guys.
I give you props for that. You can have all my props.
It's a stream highlight. Okay.
That was a stream highlight. But
there were so many good moments in that
Can
matchup.
someone
though.
send me that
Oh,
footage
really?
so I can
Good.
just make a montage of this whole thing?
I'm gonna put this up on my channel when I get it uploaded.
yeah,
And
you
you can just take whatever you want from it.
My fraps was being a butt, so I couldn't record it.
3-2 usually records too, doesn't he? I think.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
should record this too, just in case.
Yeah, that'd be great to see.
No, it was fantastic. Now, I got a couple of questions about First Wall.
Mhm.
First of all, congratulations, iSpark, First Wall in the dark. That is way too scary for me to even contemplate. That was
say.
rough. That was rough.
I
So
didn't even
huge
know who-
props.
I just heard Taco go, I got the wall, and I'm like, what? You got
Yeah,
past
Raider-
them? I was like, you got past them?
Raider said you guys had got it, and I looked over there and it was still dark, so I said, no, they didn't get it. Yeah,
Well,
I tried running it in the dark, and I couldn't do it.
I was surprised Taco even got past you guys.
And
Oh,
that's
listen.
one thing I was going to ask is, Aaron, you said you tried to run it in the dark. Was that a plan, or was that, hey, let's see if I can do it too?
No,
or did
no,
you
I
not
just-
have stuff?
I didn't have torches on me, and then I had to look for some, because I'd used them all to light up our lane.
So you went ahead and went, well, they did it. Let's see if I can make some progress on this sucker, and then came back with torches.
Well, I just didn't have anything to do. Raider was pinning him down, and I was just supposed to be helping, but there wasn't really any helping that needed to be done. So I just tried to do it, and then pain looped for a couple of deaths, and then figured out we had some torches in the mag station, so I just took those. But yeah, getting through in the dark, that's pretty impressive. Good job.
Absolutely.
Thanks.
And in general, I thought it was, you played a really great game, iSpark. I think it was. It's very hard for a new team to go up against a really experienced team on a map that team is just hugely practiced on. But I thought you performed really well.
Yeah. We've been playing almost since Race for the Wool came out, but we've only played this map a few times. And that's probably a bad idea, considering you guys were undefeated on this map, and we had only played it like twice.
Well, you picked the perfect time to do it, because we haven't played this map in like a month. If not
like,
more.
When we were versing you guys, I'm like, oh yeah, this is one of my favorite Race for the Wool teams, by the way. And,
Oh, thanks.
and then I'm like, it's gonna be on Uncivil Engineering. I'm like, oh, we're screwed.
Yeah, I'm sure a little more than that was said, but yeah.
Well, it
That's
was definitely
really-
fun. I had a blast.
Yeah.
It's still really great because it can be intimidating when you know that there's a team that is well practiced, and Cubists, you guys have always been just such a well together oiled team. You work together, you see you
forgot
guys mix it
Setsu.
up. A well oiled sexy machine.
Gee, thanks.
But to go against a set team can be really hard. But at the same time, like you say, you've been playing for a long time. Just because people don't know your name as your team or who you guys are doesn't mean you're not great players. And you really held your own on a lot of really rough stuff. And most important to me is you guys kept pushing. It always hurts to see somebody just go, okay, we're screwed,
Give up.
and just
Yeah.
give up.
We were
Thank you for
thinking
that,
that,
yeah.
but I'm like, I'm having way too much fun to just quit.
Absolutely, absolutely. But it was great to see you guys pushing on. What was the deal with the sub?
Well, Smurf, I'm just gonna call him Ian, because that's what I call him. He was I think he's actually watching the stream, probably now, and he was, in New York about something, and he was, like, on his way, but it was gonna be, like, quite a bit till he got here,
That would be Big Smurf 21. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. So. Nope. He couldn't play. So we had to get Golden One in here.
Did that mess up your strategy at all?
He's a very good strategetic. I guess it's the word person. And yeah, in pretty much all of our scrimmages, he probably kind of led us to victory.
Well, it was
Really?
great because he kept going forward. The three of you were kind of stuck in the gotta come all the way from the beginning, and he missed that. You know, he was still kind of forward, but he was also having his own, death loops with the Skellies and Raider, across the way.
Yeah.
But it was great to see you guys just keep pushing. Really, really beautiful match.
Indeed. Most teams adopt the attitude that it's pretty much just over, and their life is like gone. And it's great to see that we have teams that have positive attitudes even when facing situations where they're at a disadvantage.
Yeah, it definitely made it a lot better for us too. Thank you. It's never fun when people just rage quit in the middle.
And this is Race for Wool. You never know what's going to happen next in Race for Wool.
Yeah,
I can see where you're going with that, because I hate playing with teams that just utterly just take it as or have a bad attitude during the whole match.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's true. Especially as a team, like I said, when you face an experienced team, it can just be intimidating, period. And can be really easy. Like, you may not have even thought that you would be defeated if you had gone two unknown teams head-to-head.
I thought my friends were going to have, like, anxiety attacks or something during this whole thing.
It's a new level of pressure.
It is. It really is.
So a whole lot different from sitting in the stream and watching than actually being on the playing field.
It's just way more fearful.
Yeah, pre-match jitters.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, iSpark, I really hope to see you guys keep doing some stuff, because it was a good match. It was a lot of fun to watch and a lot of fun to stream.
Yeah, thanks for playing, guys. It was fun.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thanks for playing.